Hey, hey! And I see Broken's just popped in. Hi, Broken. How are you? I hope you can hear me okay. Fingers crossed it's all working today. But as we know, Twitch and OBS occasionally like to not work. Today, I just felt like doing a little bit on my Bunny Boy alt. So this is him, Loivia Tesvev, which is a law-compliant name. He is a Vina Vieira, and he is, apart from being super, super cute, uh, here we go. He's a level 7 Gladiator, a level 1 Marauder, level 11 Pugilist, 23 Lancer, 10 Rogue, 31 Conjurer, 31 Archer, 5 Thaumaturge, and 7 Arcanist. So obviously I'm focusing more on Conjurer and Archer, but yeah, we will be getting there at some point. So I'm just sort of doing a little bit of farming on him today, a little bit of leveling up, maybe get through a bit of the story, but I also want to gather a bunch of ventures so that he can send his retainers off and do things. So let's go do that. So first things first, I've got to go turn this quest into Lucienne. Good sound, hooray! For those of you who don't play this, she is the guild leader for the Archers Guild. Okay. I know, right? Get that bunny boy bouncing. Boing, boing, boing. He liked to jump. Welcome home, Loivia. You need not say a word. One look at Leia's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervour, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Loivia, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Of course you can. Alright, and we're going to go with... Go with the bandana. So he can't actually wear the bandana. I mean, he can, but it just doesn't show because of his ears. He must be a good boxer to still be a pretty boy, I know, right? No one's broken his nose. The one that got away. Guildmaster Lucien is having a heated discussion with Silver. Perhaps you should intervene. Thank the gods you've come, Loivia. Perhaps you can talk some sense into the stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Adder for... There is no time, Lucien. Power will be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise, and force them to divulge her location. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Loivia and me to accompany you. You, the adventurer and the savage, you cannot understand. Silver! And I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here, ready to fight. You have us. I've never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favour by forbidding us from getting involved, he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Loivia, to the South Shroud. Okay, let's go find Silver. So basically what I want to do first things first is to turn my archer into a bard and to turn my conjurer into a white mage. And I've just got to catch up on a couple of quests because I was doing some dungeon farming. So I leveled up without doing my job quests, so I need to now go do those job quests. I haven't unlocked flight yet on him. I'm still in a Realm Reborn. Actually, let me just check I am going the right way. Yeah, he's down in the South Shroud. Oh, and look, there's a Fate here, so we'll farm that before we head on. So I'm doing a bunch of Fates, not just to get level up points, but I'm mainly doing it because I want to get company seals. There you are. Where are you spawning? Aha. Found you. Come on, spawn. Ah, there you are. He does most of his fighting from a distance. Just a couple more and we'll be done. There we go. 23. I mean, for a low-level Fate, that's not bad. Let's nip through here. Okay. Just down here to the South Shroud. Hopefully there'll be another Fate down there. There's often one here, but it's obviously not on right now. Nice if we can get more, because I need to build up a ventures stash so that I can send my retainers out. Yep, there's one here. Good stuff. This one wants a little play. At least these ones don't say blah 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 blah. I can English. At least these ones don't say At least these ones don't take so long to respawn. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? That wasn't so hard, was it, mouse? Dear, dear. Ooh, this one's feisty too. Right, a couple more. And then this face should be done. Is that all of them? Yes. 120, that's more like it. That's more like it. Oh, someone needs help. You're welcome, person that ran away. Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. There we go. Bree! How are you, my sweet? How are you this Sunday? Just leveling up live, yeah. How's Soli doing? All right, Silver should be around here somewhere. It's on the other side. Okay. Elisa, how are you? Good to see you. Level 34. I'm level 31, but let's give it a go. Feeling lazy, need to level up my Reaper. She's chaotic as always. Nice. Well, this is unfortunate. Still there. Leia, Loivia, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Loivia, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. I'm good, thank you. I was being very lazy, didn't get up till the afternoon. as you do, and just got my housework done. Lita! Yeah, I can stream a little bit later today than I normally do on a Sunday because Hubs is at the football, last game of the season. So he won't be back till a little bit later. Let's get poison in on all of these guys. Haven't started your housework yet. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've actually got mine almost all done. I've still got like two more bits I need to do, but I can do them later. I'm good, thank you, Lita. How are you today? How's the moving going, all the packing and everything? Yeah, it's almost 5 here. I woke up and then I had one of those, I just really can't be bothered to actually move type of days, so damn it, I wasn't looking at that. Sorry, I'm still getting my shots off. I'm okay. Oh yeah? Right, is that all of them? Yeah, due to complete. Just a meh day. I know I've got to get it done, just don't want it. Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to do it. I told you, I do not need or want your assistance. Quite where you have deluded yourselves into thinking. You're the one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Mm. dot dot dot. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics and recognise patterns in their behaviour. I learned these things from Lucienne, and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania and wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why you... Poa's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the Twelveswood use bone whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Poa out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. So that's why you came to take us, Rot, for this gang's whistle. Loivia, if you are determined to help me, I have a task for you. Poa was last seen near Isomha. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, is a clearing where two streams meet, and Efsa want to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Loivia. I swear on my honour as a Gridanian archer that no harm will come to you. Alrighty. I want to go this way. Oh, you want a bit? You want a piece of me, do you? Okay then. Just cheering me on, see that? Do a little dance. There he goes, smooth. Random. I love these random interactions. Time to go though. Look at my adventurer plate. Very pretty. Oh, damn it. There we go. Did you read the bottom? Oh, Stream Sniper. I did see that. For some reason it didn't register. Hello, hello. I have been sniped. Welcome in, Saria. Is it Saria? Saria? Welcome in. I'm just leveling up my bunny ult that I've got. All right, Saria, got it. This is Loidyar, and I'm Elsie. He's the only male character I have on here, actually. I just couldn't resist him, so I had to make him. I like the gold. Very nice. Okay. Okay, I see that ping. Yeah, I don't have the best internet in the area that I live in, unfortunately. So occasionally there can be a little bit of delay. Occasionally we get a little bit stuttering. I've done what I can to minimize that. But we do what we can. "23 seconds. Oof. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. So was there something you wanted to do, or like were you just gonna come in and say hey? She's kind of making me want to get my Hyur out now. I've got a Hyur girl. Let's see, I don't have a huge load on this character yet for I'm gonna go join. Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just trying to turn my archer into a bard. I did a little bit of leveling yesterday, but I didn't do the job quest, so I'm just catching up on that. And but yeah, very cute lambs. Very nice. I like the use of the metallics you've got on there. That's pretty. Una! Oh, I like that one. Cool. Yeah, this is pretty much, although the boots I forgot to change. This is pretty much just what Loiviar looks like at the moment. I'm going to start getting him some glams going. One of my other characters, she's not a max level, but she does crafting. He does as well, but he's only quite a low level at the moment, so I can get some cute glams on him. But at the moment, he's just got sort of a basic Cloud Strife look going on. But yeah, I created this character because I've got a Vina character called Ilt Teslilies, and Loiviar is from her backstory. Enjoy, I'll see you in a minute later. Loiviar's from her backstory. In her backstory, he actually died when they were on their way to Eorzea, and she sort of went on to become the Warrior of Light. Um, but sort of with him in memory, and she named her Chocobo after him actually. Um, but then this one is kind of an alternate reality where I've flipped it, where he survived and she didn't, because I couldn't resist him. He had all this backstory and wasn't getting played, so he gets to be a warrior of light on his own now. Right, well, I was going this way, so if you would like to follow me, that would be very cool. Actually, let's mount up. Oh, that's cute though. Literally just yourself. All right, I'm going to have to go the long way because I haven't unlocked flying yet on him. Oh yeah? You want a piece, do you, Kid Trap? Oh, head graze is so useless. It has no effect on nearly everything. True, true. I could just jump on your the thing. So I'll add you to the party then, if you don't mind. There we go. Oh, this one wants a fight too. Is it you? Yes, it's you. Look at him go. Yeah, I just need to go down into this area down here, in the little pointy bit. South, pretty much directly south. Like that. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Oh, it's not working properly. Here we go. Thank you. All right, I'll be back in a sec. I've just got to do this duty. Hopefully I don't get myself thoroughly dead. On the PlayStation. So I had to do L1 and R1, but it didn't go in the tell properly. Bollocks. I knew I should have trusted me gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you will forgive my forwardness, madam. No, sir, 'tis most flattering. When you agree, sisters, why don't we show our gallant wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? Hope you like it rough, darling. Okay. I know, right? Flirting with the enemy. I mean, then again, if you saw this cute little bun boy, you'd be flirting with the enemy too. But yeah, someone like Silver is fun to put off because they're just such a stick in the mud, amongst other things, but mostly a stick in the mud. I have the high ground! Nope, didn't think that would work either. Oh, she's going to try and set us on fire, isn't she? Yep. What? I wasn't in the fire though. Oh well. Right, let's do this again. Always, always. You know me, broken. Can't resist a Star Wars quote. Take out their healers. I will look and see what that was in just a sec. There we go. Montserrat leaves. Ooh, thank you. Sure, we're getting closer and closer to that 300. It's very exciting because I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do yet. It'll probably be a long stream or a themed stream. But thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. It really is lovely. I don't get to stream as often as I used to at the moment, but very much looking forward to being able to get to a more sort of regular schedule with everything. But thank you so much. How am I getting burns over here? What the heck? I wasn't in the AoE. How was I getting burned? I mean, I am lower level than it suggests, but still.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I hope the sound alerts are working properly. Right, third time lucky? Got me on the same bit. I just don't understand why it's killing me if I'm not in that area. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Let's see if we can't figure out how she's killing me when I'm not in an AoE. Let's pop it all the way over here, shall we? Alright. I'm going to run away from it.
Shall not pass!
Come on, come on, come on. Got her. Yeah, she tried to You Shall Not Pass, but, you know. Third time lucky and all of that. Just my voice in the alerts. You can't hear the game? Okay. Is that better? Oh, excuse me. Testing, testing. That's really strange because I had these settings last time I was streaming and it was fine. Alright, bear with me a sec. How about that? Just no game audio. I mean, the settings are on for the game audio, so let me try and figure out what the issue is. Usually it's the other way round. Thank you, Broken. It's because my cats are shedding. I'm not actually allergic to cats, but they're shedding really heavily at the moment because it's got hot within like a week. So they're suddenly shedding a lot and it's making me sneeze a little bit. Normally I can catch it before... Right, bear with me just a sec. We'll try this. Yeah, it's all come over to England. Let me just check the setting on here, see if that's changed. Sometimes it does. Yeah, sound. Oh, did it? Has that made a difference there? I don't know why, but OBS has been so weird lately. Hmm. I'm kind of baffled as to what the issue is because everything on my end says it's fine. Um, how's that? And it's gone again. What the heck? Okay. Let's see if that makes a difference. And yep, the video is still frozen, so let me just reset that. Audio is back. Okay, good. It hasn't doubled my voice, has it? Alright, let me just going to reset the game capture. Alright, is that working now? No, it's still frozen. What the heck? Come on, game. It's still frozen. Alright, let me try something else. One sec. Because I think I might need to reboot my stream to make that work. So let me try adding just a different... I'm going to capture it from this window instead. Alright, how's that? Okay, something very, very weird is happening today. Okay. Hurrah! We fixed it. Have we got both video and audio? Oh dear. Gotta love it. Gotta love stream issues. Good, good. Alright, let's see. The Hunted. Sirocco. There he is. Why don't we do this for a sec, because I do need to do some fates. And it'll be a good way for me to test that everything is still working while I'm not actively faffing with it. Alright, great. Did that help Broken at all? Down you go. Thank you for the aid. 132. Excellent. Alright, so I need to go back to Lucienne. Did you want to... I'll invite you to party again. Did you want to fly us there, or shall I teleport us there? I don't mind either way. Oh, you're in an ad. Okay. I'll teleport us there then. Okay. Hey, Lucy. I am relieved to see you again, Livia. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Power Mijuk would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I'm so proud of you, Livia. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Windbite. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. I cannot talk today, can I? All archers walk the same path, Loivyar, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you'll continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt but that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Loivyar. They will never lead you astray. Windbite! And I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the jacket. Okay, Windbite. Streamer brain, yeah. It's just my regular brain, to be honest. It just sort of decides that it doesn't want to do anything for a few minutes here and there. Yes, learning new skills. Get bored. Well met, Loivyar. Would that we had had time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the Twelveswood, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be more apt. Aye, the Exile dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year it was, more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a man better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Twelveswood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honour greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly indeed. Included, rather. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehantel, I would happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand he's made his camp somewhere west of Corrymill in the South Shroud. Jehantel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Boop, boop. Okay, so let's put my new stuff on. No, alright, I've not changed the gear set on that clearly. Right, so the next thing I want to do is finish up my conjurer stuff so that I can go ahead and, there we go, and turn him into a white mage. So let's see, what's my next white mage? Seer Folly. And I need to go to the Conjurer's Guild for that. Surprise, surprise. Because these I think are going to be my two main classes on him. I do like to generally have at least one healer, one tank, and one DPS, so that I can, you know, adapt as needed. But I'm definitely focusing on these two at the moment. And so he is, I've got hiccups, he is an alt, so he isn't obviously the main that I put all my efforts into. At the moment, that would be Soraya, who is coming on leaps and bounds. Esimi Yan has a task for a skilled adventurer. Hyvia, I am glad you have come. I have a task of most urgent and confidential nature, and I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seedseers, yes? Khan A. Senna, Elder Seedseer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, and guardian of our fair nation, clearly needs no introduction. But know you also of her siblings? These two young Pajals, sister Raya O. Senna and brother Arun Senna, make for Evershade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Funny that I started as an archer and swapped to WHM and never looked back. Yeah, I did something similar with my original character. And once I tried healing, I was addicted, and that was it. I do want to Omni 90 Soraya, who's my main. But yeah, at the moment it's mostly healer for me. As you well know, we dwell in this forest by the good graces of the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all the Great One, who dwells within the guardian tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the Great One's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual of which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the two Seedseers set out for Evershade with nary a guard to accompany them. Therein lies the rub, and the nature of the favour I ask of you. By no means would I question the powers of the Seedseers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most puissant of conjurers. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the two. Alrighty, let's go do that then. So I want to pop out to Evershade. Is there anything specific that you wanted to do, Saria, rather? Because we could certainly look into doing something as long as he's high enough level. If not, I could switch to my other character. I thought I recognised that outfit. See, I've finished the game on 2 characters. Because I'm pretty addicted to this game. love this little tune. Do, 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 do. Thinking about maybe running a dungeon after this. There she is. Hey, Riot-O. Oh, it's because I'm in a party. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Curses. How can we hope to make it to the Guardian Troop with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whale or two. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. Oh, do not be such a coward, sister. We are seed seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. No, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for popping in. It's been fun. Dealing with the move yourself? Oh, yeah, I'm hoping to move to somewhere with better internet. But yeah, thank you so much. And also for telling me about the audio issues, because obviously that's something that I don't, I can't tell myself this end. But yeah, thanks for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bold words, brother. But were they true words, we have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. A conjurer, are you? Brother Esumi, ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures? And I'll pull the house up from under us. Oh no, we have to go out by the end of the May, but the other house isn't ready yet. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. That absolutely sucks. We had something similar. It was about 10 years ago now. The landlord decided that they were going to raise the price for no apparent reason. So we actually moved back in with my partner's parents for about a year, saved up enough to get us a place where we wouldn't have to deal with that worry. We don't own it, but we don't rent it either. It's a different setup. But yeah, good luck in finding something that you can have for the meantime, at least. A conjurer, are you? Brother Essie... Oh, I've already done that bit. Have you no pride, sister? A seat-seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform, a duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now, enough talk. Let us see to these pests. A lot easier if I had an AoE. But I don't. Nope, been silenced. I forgot those things could do that. Oops, right. Oh, she's killed herself. So I need to rescue Arun though. Right, you're a pest. You need to die. Duty complete. Nice. Is it really obvious that I'm main healer? That crystal. Do my eyes deceive me, or does this adventurer inherit the legacy of Atawa Kant? It was none other than Atawa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventurer's arrival is mere coincidence. Bearer of the soul crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge long since forbidden to those not of our kind, I know not why it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefather has led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 pajals. Ah, but I misspeak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 white mages. If Master Atawa has truly chosen this adventurer as his successor. You speak madness, sister. Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk it falling into the wrong hands. Hands on hips. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in your own abilities, sister? We are seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beasts in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I am sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. If you've the time, I would speak with you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil, and come quickly. Time is of the essence. Well, I'm not doing that one on my own, that's for darn sure. I would get myself very, very dead, because he's a boss type. Look how badass he looks on the bike. Final Fantasy VII music. I've had an itching to play the remake again. I really have. Nearly ran over my fellow Vieira then. I need to stay this side. I just have to remind myself to re-download 7R. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Anyways, I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Raya Osena, a Pajal, as you can see, and sister of the elder Seedsir. You are Loivyar, yes? Brother Esumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother Arun and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There the Great One, by whose graces we dwell here, resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered, as the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it is that we travelled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Irene was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with a white mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honour. That gem marks you as an inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Pajali, but Atto Akant meant for you to be here today to perform the ritual with us. Atto Akant is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wheresoever he went. A most admirable cause, yes? But alas, Atto was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth to my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our own kind. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is Atto's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Loivyar of the White. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by Atto, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. Level 35. But I should get my stone now. Yeah. Sorry if you can hear that. My neighbours are hollering as usual. Okay. So, let's upgrade our gear set. First things first, stone. Soul crystal. You are now a white mage. Woohoo! Okay. So let's fling ourselves into some duties. And it looks like we'll get some bonus company seals, which is exactly what I wanted from today. Janina! How are you, my sweet? How are you today? Loivyar has just made white mage. Oh, damn it, not Intel. Doing well. I see the bum boy. Yeah, we decided to bum boy it today. I'm good. I didn't get up till quite late. I was feeling, you know, when you wake up and, well, basically your depression goes, ha ha, you're not going anywhere. So I just sort of laid around in bed for a bit. I had the cats jumping around on me, read a couple of things, doom scrolled on Twitter, and eventually decided, no, I'm actually going to get up and do my housework. So I did. And yeah, and then I decided to stream. Oh crap, I forgot it changed all your HUD around. Poops. Let's quickly change that and that, that and that. Ugh. I'll change the rest later. Except for that one, I'm going to do that now because I don't like that being there. No, this place hasn't changed. How's Coco been today? Is he still choosing violence? Again, sorry if you can hear that, my neighbour is fucking ridiculous. He lives 2 floors below me, and I can hear him over my headphones. He's behaving. Your mum got him a remote control toy rat. Yeah, I think you mentioned that yesterday. I take it he's enjoying that. My keys are all messed up. Oh, and they bloody fucking hate it when tanks do that. Like, you completely wasted my raise there. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Now have all of those. Still not the way I like it set up, but it'll do for now. Have you got any plans for the day? Ah, okay. I hope she's alright. I've not seen her online lately. Oh. Well, I hope it's nothing serious. I'm really sorry to hear that. She's a nice girl. I have to go and see if they've seen family and stuff. Absolutely. Big love to you. And say hi to everyone. I'll see you soon. I take it you're not streaming today then, Jada? Me score. Oh, I've got score. They all left. And Mum is home today. Ah, I see. I see, I see. Alright, let's fix this a little bit as to where I want it on. Alright, let's try to check on my currency. Got 2,000, that means I can buy, what, 10? And I can send my retainers out. Yeah, by 10. Elsie can still do basic maths. Sometimes. I'll grab that in a sec because I think that unlocks the sightseeing. Assign venture. I think I'm going to put them on exploration because I know it costs 2 each, but hopefully because it takes 18 hours it will give me plenty of time to collect a few more ventures. Go ladies! Good stuff. Oh, and I want to pop to the gold saucer before I forget as well. So let me grab this. As if I'm not busy enough without customers playing Lost and Found. Oh, it's this one. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without her belongings, and I'm at a loss what to do about it. While I understand that adventurers have many cares on their mind, it would make my life much easier if they could keep their personal effects in order. But you did not come here to lend an ear to my grumblings. This is the book in question. The face of its owner was unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her, as with every pretty lass he lays his eyes on, but that's neither here nor there. Might I trouble you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts? I found the man to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Yeah, it is the sightseeing quest, and this guy is such a jerk. Ah, the sweet little thing with the journal. Of course I remember her, and remember her well. Had a smile to warm the heart, and a laugh, a lilt one might say, to tickle the depths of the soul, and she was most eager to hear tales of my many travels, which speak to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe was her name? No, that's not right. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Ah, damned if I can remember. You must understand, no small number of comely lasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all the names and faces straight is an adventure in itself. Anyway, the girl spoke of paying a visit to Upcarling Falls before travelling on. Like as not, you'll find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our parting. Do pass along my regards if you see her. She should be readily recognisable in that charming straw hat of hers. Yeah, you're a ladies' man. Okay. This way. Pardon? I don't believe we've met. You've something of mine, you say? Hmm? My journal! Thank the 12. In my haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger, it slipped my mind entirely. Might I be so bold as to ask your name? Loivia. You have my gratitude, Loivia. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary amongst my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with the tales and most heart-stirring sights to be seen in our realm, as told to me by the sensitive souls I have met in my travels across Eorzea, tales that have struck me with a most incurable case of wanderlust. As an adventurer, you too have seen the realm, I am sure, but I would ask you, Loivia, have you truly seen her, borne witness to Eorzea in her myriads of splendour? Have you stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol just as the sun speaks out over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands beneath your feet? Have you lost yourself in the night sky of the Sagoulie, adrift amidst boundless sea of stars? Ah, but why do I even try to convey with words that which must be seen to be appreciated? To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. If I may quote from my journal, yes, this is the one. Afore the fane, beneath the two that are as one, her divine cup runneth over with light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me. Go there and look out upon the beauty before you. I would hear your thoughts. Oh, looks like my team beat Manchester United today. That's going to be an interesting one. I'll definitely be in a good mood. Alright, then I want to go to the Conjurer's Guild. It's going to be around here somewhere. Not here though. Maybe it's directly under them. There we go. And this is the sight she said was so stirring. Move that bunny butt. See ya! Morning! How are you, lovely? Welcome back, Loivia. I trust you are as moved by the sight as I was. The great stone that adorns the entrance to Stillglade Fane is none other than the sky serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by no thicker than matrons so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks, remnants no doubt of a primeval forest. Whence did they come? Why do the two great arbours grow as one? This I do not know, but what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty, if only we know where to look. This is what compels me to wander. Not the promise of power, glory, or riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us, as wrought by gods and men alike. Though we have just met, the twinkle in your eye tells me we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of your own. RPD! RPD! In all its pages you will find my record of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I have seen with my own eyes, and those I have, thus far at least, only heard of in my travels. Mostly lurking. It's absolutely fine. Dishes. Yeah, I've already done my housework for the day, most of it. No doubt your adventures keep you occupied, but is this not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy a moment's respite from time to time? And who can say, perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. I don't have a dishwasher. I have to do mine in the sink because we don't have space for a dishwasher. With that, I wish you safe travels, Loivia. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. I would like nothing more than to share impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. Sightseeing log. Alright, so I need to get up to level 35 for the next White Mage quest. Oh, I've got my feisty little chocobo now. Let's go get that, because then I can get my chocobo, Quetzalcoatl, to come along with me. I didn't mean to actually merge with the Aetherite, but there you go. Yeah, not having a dishwasher sucks. I absolutely hate it. But, you know, it's got to be done, so I forbear. Actually, let me just make sure I'm going the right way. Oh wait, it's all the way down here. I don't remember it being that far. Alright, let's teleport then. Because I am lazy. Wait, why are you telling me to go? Oh, let's see what I've done. I need to add these. Or die if we didn't have one. I know it sounds bratty, but I think Mum thinks I'm her mage. She's about to have a rude awakening when I'm chopped up. Alright, so that's Jehentel. So where's my... Only you can prevent forest ire. That's... Okay, so it's at Camp Tranquil. Yeah, one of the things I've said that we need to get when we move eventually. We'll move at some point. It just keeps getting put back and put back and put back, and it's really frustrating. But eventually, when we move, I've said that I need a kitchen big enough to fit a dishwasher in it. It was so annoying that we actually considered one of those tabletop, like countertop ones. But then that would cut too much space out of what we've, you know, the little that we've got to actually make our food. So, yeah, couldn't do that either. But scrubbing them by hand is not my favourite thing to do. Oh, I need to kill these. Let's kill three of them. It is possible. I've been seen them in Ireland in the kitchen to save space. I believe you can get one. Yeah, I mean, I know that we'll be able to get one because what I've said is there's only two things that I specifically want. Well, actually, no, three things I specifically want in the place. Like the rest of the place, I'm happy for it to be sort of a mutual decision or whatever. But the only things that I've said where I'll put my foot down is I need decent internet, I need a decent sized kitchen so that I can get the stuff in there, such as a dishwasher, and I want a parking space. Everything else, don't really care about. No, you want a piece as well, do you? Have a rock to the face then. Yeah, I'm just so glad that it's, you know, it's actually being done for you now and that you're not having to wait any longer. Alright, I'm ignoring you. I love how Fran Minion's ears go back when she runs. You see that? They run. She runs and they tip backwards. I wish that, you know, the big size Vieira, normal size Vieira would do that as well. Is it this set? Yep, here we go. The unmistakable scent smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming you have your own trusty steed? I thought so. Now, tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lucolo, over at Bent Branch Meadows. Do you know what? I've been tripping over my words all day today. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Well, thanks for telling me I stink of chocobo. Much appreciated. And why don't I might run a quick dungeon just to help get the levels up a bit. No, I don't want to chocobo water. Hey, big guys. I'm just going to run straight through your legs. Whee! Childish, but, you know, fun. So, whatever. See where I get staying. Ooh, Halatali. He's got some Copper Bell. I tried to level him up a little bit yesterday and I got Copper Bell 4 times in a row. I mean, I know I'd only unlocked 4 dungeons at that point, but still. Oh, and these are on my my hunting as well. Nice. Oh my gosh, did we just go? Hey, Sarah. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I was focusing on the thingy. How was your stream? Mine's been a little bit choppy today, but welcome in, welcome in. I'll give you a quick shout out in a sec. I don't think any of my mods are in today, actually. But thank you for the follow. We're only 2 away from 300 now. That's really exciting. But how was Stardew today, Sarah? And of course, take a little break if you need anything. I'm just leveling up my my bunny boy. Just a cozy Stardew stream. Cozy Dew. Let me give you a quick shout out. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't resist having a bunny boy to go with all my bun girls. Because I am kind of ridiculous like that. Just chasing the tank. He's doing good. He's just become a white mage today, and he's just picked up the first bard quest, but he's not actually got the stone yet. Absolutely. Buns all the way. But yeah, I have a bunch of bun girls, and I just couldn't resist bun boy. But like with Irisa that I play with you guys, you know her. Oh shit! This is gonna be close. Her chocobo is called Loivia, in memory of her childhood friend Loivia, who actually died on their way that they were going to. They were on their way to Eorzea, and he died. So this is the alternate life in where Loivia lived and Irisa didn't. So I'll show you a proper. Be a bun. Do you know what? I love the Elizons, and I kind of wish that there were more PC Elizons around. I'm always like, yeah, there's an Elizon in my party when I see one. But I have yet to actually play an Elizon myself. Who knows? Maybe I'll Fantasia into one day. Thank you. I do like my stories. I do like my stories. I think it's partly because I have so many alts that. Like if I didn't have backstories, they'd just all be like reskins of each other. There wouldn't be anything there to change them up. Oh, Skull! Hey, how are you feeling? I saw your tweet. I hope you're well. But I'm really glad that you're enjoying Bard, Sarah, because I think it really suits. I think it really suits Luna. Absolutely. Everybody out of the water. Dehydration. Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't anything more serious. Ooh, Bosnia. I haven't done Bosnia in ages. Never actually finished it. But I do quite enjoy it. I've just been focusing so much on Soraya lately. I've been playing her nearly every night. Yeah, I like having stories. I'm a very story-driven person, and I think that's a big reason why I love this game so much, is because it's so story. Yeah, the story is the backbone of everything. But yeah, I like all my characters to have some sort of story to them and a kind of a reason that they're there doing what they're doing. Oops, I meant to need that, not read that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm planning to do it. Oh, they've just run ahead without me, haven't they? I was planning to do it on Soraya as well with you guys, old school. So some of this lot, the Sarah's lot who just raided in, are actually on the light server. So I have a character over there as well to play with them. But obviously we're on the wow, looking good for a first time for everything. But yeah, let's just do a couple of shout outs real quick. So and also here's my Discord in case any of you would like to join. Because this isn't the most interesting fight to watch. Yeah, I've never done Eureka myself. There we go. Got what I wanted though, leveled up. Yeah, there's my bunny. He's so cute. But I've heard apparently there's quite a lot of Kryl stuff. Let's see if... No, I need to go and reset my glams, obviously. Yeah, apparently there's a load of Kryl stuff in Eureka, so I want to check that out because I love Kryl. Yeah, she's in here. Yeah, Kryl's great. I love it when her and Tataru team up together. They're so evil. Yeah, you get to Eureka from Kugane, I believe. It's down by the pier in Kugane. So I've unlocked it on... I think I've unlocked it on Irisa, but I just haven't done it yet. Because a friend of mine kept saying, oh, ignore all that, ignore all that. And then I was like, but I kind of want to play it. Oh, you're doing Hildebrand? Love a bit of Hildebrand. There he is. Should probably not ride a cat into the chocobo house. Good day to you, Loivia. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help you train your chocobo, but on the promise you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of Gizar greens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. More Hildebrand time! Yeah, on Soraya, I think I've done all the GG stuff. So I've got a little bit more to do. But she's halfway through Stormblood at the moment, so she has to wait a little bit. Have you acquired the greens? I have indeed. Superb, then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Giselle greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortomp family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. Fortomp! And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice, one must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Giselle greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The Broods is that proud the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Giselle greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Yeah. Let's get up there and get our baby. Get our baby bird. You got the Mandeville dance. Sweet. Yeah, you can often find Jada and I just randomly doing the Mandeville around Marlborough. Because why not? Okay, these are the Broodses, so let's summon Quetzalcoatl. There you are! Hey, bird. Let's go kill things. Why is it saying locked, though? Does that count? Yes, it did. Okay, that's fine. I am always dancing. Yeah, I think the second dance is in Shadowbringers, I think. There's got to be another Broodses around here somewhere. Come out, wherever you are. I need to kill you. There's one. I saw your tail. You went hiding well. Got a crafting up just to get the Lally-Hop and Moogle dance. I so want those. And I miss being able to go Lally-Hop! Soon. Soon. He got petrified. I should probably not jump off of there. That would be a bad idea. Oh, is he not? I thought he was. Maybe I'm confusing myself. Maybe it was Stormblood. Need to finish up the Lally Beast tribes. Yes. Oh, is that how you get the tank? Oh, I didn't know how you got the tank. That makes sense, actually. That's not a gate. Nobody saw that. So you've successfully negotiated your first few battles with your chocobo? Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Dwarf Beast Tribe questline is wholesome and not too long. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't unlocked it with my main, quote unquote, but I will do. So I've finished it on 2 characters, but I'm currently playing a couple of other characters at the moment. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your chocobo. Yes, more inventory space. Carrying Giselle greens about can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the needs arise. I pray it serves you well on your travels. What's the next one? Must own an apartment or an estate or be sharing an estate. Alright, well I'm not going to be getting that anytime soon. Unless it counts FC houses, in which case, fingers crossed for the 26th. And the next thing I need to do for this is I need to go to the East Shroud, which is over there. Enjoy your luck! And thank you for bringing the crew over. I do appreciate that. The laser can't kill things. Sad. Sadness. Well, we have enough for small at the moment. Soraya's got another roughly 2 million in her pocket, which I'm going to chuck in as well. So I think we'll be up to about 14 million. But I think we need 19 and a bit for a medium-sized house. A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish I cannot talk today. Fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. If we to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. So you have seen one around the comb. Oh my god. Right, I'm going to be back in just one sec. My downstairs neighbours have decided they're going to do a barbecue and they've set fire to everything and I need to shut my windows. I'll be back in just one sec. Oh, it's such a pain in the arse, they really are. If they're not hollering at each other and calling each other every name under the sun, they're sending up plumes of smoke or being outside drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning shrieking their heads off at one another. Just one of the many reasons I want to move. Selfish arseholes. You shouldn't be doing a barbecue in a block of flats anyway, because it's a fire risk. Yeah, absolutely. We're just collecting it in the company chest at the moment. And I'm making a list of anybody that donates so that if we don't win it, I can give the money back. Deliver the milk route. Ugh. Now my flat just smells like smoke. Because they haven't actually put any of the food on yet, they've just made it billow with smoke everywhere. Yeah, I'm just riding my bike across your roof. Deal with it. Oh, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Brilliant. Thank you so much, old school. Much appreciated. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. Ah, yay! May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Deal. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Run some dunnies with the bunnies! It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Comusio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder seedseer herself. To summarise, the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy. Oh, Stinky, come here, my love. Oh, Ginger's just ventured in here because it's got less smoke in the room and he's sneezing. Poor baby. He could throw tomatoes at me. Hey, we enjoy the bad jokes in here. Bad jokes good. Summarise the letter, blah, blah, blah. The integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Old School's on a one-man mission to make... I was saying that I can't speak today, wasn't I? What is wrong with me? But yeah, he's on a one-man mission to change Jada's mind about Geminis. But have you ever thought, Jada, that maybe Will is the evil twin and Old School is the good twin? Yona Gestalt, someone's been playing near. Hello, Comisio. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. No, my mind is made up. Where's my dance? There it is. Let's watch him do his little dance. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. I love it. You do a dance, you give him some milk root, and he goes from being like, bog off you, to, oh, thank you. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Loiviar here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Silly would refuse us. Oh, Moo's come in here as well, trying to avoid the smell. Come here, sweet peas. Yeah. My poor babies. You're overwhelmed by the smell of the barbecue. It's not even a barbecue smell, it's just stinky smoke at the moment. This one's reasons are no business of Walking Ones. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Loiviar's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. I know, Ida. I'm going to go with the silencing potion, why not? Ida has a notion of how one might earn the sylph's trust. Say, Loiviar, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow! There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Let's get my jig on. Alexia, would you like to see me do a dance? Ooh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Amicia. Oh, Moo, come here. There we go. She positioned herself wrongly on the sofa again and will start to fall off again. Oh, rubbish, Moo. Fantastic old school. That's really brilliant. Hopefully we'll hit our goal by the 26th. So we've got another 4 days to collect what we need to. Walking One would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. And Alessia. Oh, no, not Free Company. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Oh, so sweet. Loiviar, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news, I have thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Oh, Jada, thank you. Now there's some crashing going on outside. Swear to goodness, my neighbours are so rude. What's up, Moo? Okay, thank you. She just reached out, put her paw on my hand, patted it, and then pulled it back. You're being cute. Sorry, I can't have face cam today because my internet's bad enough as it is, so trying to do face cam as well just strains it too much. Otherwise, I would show you the absolute adorableness of my cat today. Livia, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles? Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You'd be better off inquiring with Hera Imedia of the Gridanians who reside here. She's most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. So have you guys logged in? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's showing us offline at the moment. I need to add more friends for Loivia. Oh, there she goes. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Just drop the money in the company chest. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defences. Consequently, beasts from miles around are free to wander in and terrorise the hapless residents. The Z's gorlins and gall gnats that Roseneath pass are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they're not easy to come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Comuzio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Okay, let's go kill things. But also, let me send... Speaking of Will... Cannot locate a character without... Oh, he's probably in a dungeon. There we go. Because I don't play Live VR as much as the others, obviously. Yeah, did you guys want to run a dungeon? I'd be up for that. Don't paralyse my bird. And a gall gnat. Oh, brownie brush. Nice. Old school, do you want to join in? Sweet. $13 mil now. Nice. And Soraya's got another 2 mil that she's saved up as of yesterday, so I'll chuck that in the thing as well. So that takes up to 15. Alright, and what else do I need to kill? Oh no, that's it. Let's see. I've only got 3 unlocked. No, 4 unlocked for Loivia at the moment, so I need to get further through the story. But I'll probably do most of that on the side because obviously I'm focusing mostly on Soraya at the moment. Can I hop in Discord? Absolutely. Yeah. Old School, you're very welcome to hop in as well if you would like to. Here's my Discord link. All right, are you ready to go? All right, I'm in my streaming VC channel, Jada. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Have this. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these ones' abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Maybe this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. My Discord, because it's set up to get the sound from there. I didn't mean to click through that, but I did. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There
Hi.
we go. Hey, can everybody hear Jada?
You don't need to hear me. Okay, here we go.
Let's do this. Bex! Hey! How are you, lovely?
Please.
Look at them biddies. Thank you so much. Hey! We've just decided to run a dungeon. If you wanted to join us for the next one, Bex. We have a DPS slot.
Okay. Sorry. I'm slow. Okay.
Oh, you mean the Discord?
I'm ready.
Mine. The link is there if you're not already in there. And then it's the streaming VC channel. Ooh, what you making?
Who's the healer? You are, right?
I am, yeah.
Okay. I'll probably pull bigger than this. I just don't know, like, what level the bun boy is.
Well, he's high enough to handle this one.
Okay. Hey, Bex, I realized I didn't say hey. I was just like, sit. And broken.
Yeah, Broken's been putting up with my stream since the beginning.
Broken.
It's always appreciated. I need to go sort out his glam in a minute. He's too cute for this outfit.
Too cute for that. I'm too cute for my whole life. That's how I really feel. Oh, I didn't mean to leave somebody behind.
What if I want to burn myself up? Huh? Can you think about that, Broken?
Uh-oh. There we go. Boss fight. Alright. Fire main. It's literally called Fire Main.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, computer. Not the computer, it's definitely me. Fire main. My mom actually went out to go run some errands, so technically I could. But I want to make sure my friend is okay too. I might go run up there anyway, even though she's like, I'm fine.
I'll say if you do, let me know, because if it's while I'm on, I'll raid you.
I'm probably not gonna get on.
Yeah, I very nearly did Walking Dead today, but I just felt like doing something on the PlayStation instead. It's one of those, I could do something on the computer, but I don't do it. Yes, let's
Alright, where do we go?
into the fire. Getting too far away. There we go.
Same, like, come on. There we go. Okay, so I just got an update. Looks like not old school pulling.
We see you, old school. We see you.
I know, what's going on with that? Old school. What's going on with that, old school?
Don't forget we need to get all the winches.
Oh, right. That's always, I'll get that on this one.
So what's Layers of Fear about? Because I only heard about it for the first time yesterday when you were talking about it. Or the other day when you were talking about it.
Yeah, Salad Scorpius gifted it to me.
Right, ignore those, they're just going to blow up. See?
So he wants to see me play it though, so I'm only gonna do it on stream. But I might have to leave the house to go help a friend, so I probably won't stream, even though my mom left. I don't know that much about it, though. To your question.
So it's going to be a proper blind jump scare fest then.
Totally. That's probably why he wants to see it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I just wish I could stream more often because there's so many things I want to play and keep up with. I was looking at them all today and I was like, no, I'm just feeling Final Fantasy today.
And that's alright.
I want to finish my House of Ashes solo run. And there's a couple of other games I've been playing like a while ago before I took my break that I want to finish. And then of course I've got my new Sims, but I couldn't be bothered to take all my my mods out. Because I've got some non-Twitch safe mods, so I have to take them out when I want to stream.
Girl. Pleasure. Hey, Monsties.
A psychologically disturbed painter who's trying to complete his magnum opus as he navigates a Victorian mansion, revealing secrets about his past. Ooh. Sounds good.
So that's probably why, right, when I downloaded the game, it's just like all these oil paintings. I did not look up anything. I downloaded it, said thank you, and I will play it when the time is right.
Yeah, I also want to get the Resident Evils finished, but I think for Resi 1 I'll probably do it off stream, just because, you know, for a first timer playing it, there's a lot of running about seemingly pointlessly as you're trying to figure things out.
And did you get the, like, the HD one, or did you get, like, the OG
No, I got the OG
one?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Elsie, like... Why? That's so hard.
It was on sale.
No, I feel like Resi 1 is already hard enough, and like the old version is already kind of rough.
So I'll probably finish that one off stream.
Don't need to
This way.
do anything with that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's my pretty boy. Do a quick zoom in on him while I can.
Here we go. This one is the worst. Oh.
Enjoying the girl power of Astrid in this one though. She's in the... Well, actually no, Sen is a girl as well, judging by the size. Yeah, she's in a dungeon.
I'm gonna stand here.
It's good shit.
Who's the tank? Me? I'm like, who's the tank? It's me, right? It's me. It is I, the girl, Astrid. Invulnerable. And stand here if you want to, and die. I just stand here because I'm the tank, and it don't really do that much damage to me. My random is just standing next to me. I'm like, do that if you want, my guy.
Yeah, I think they've figured out I won't let them die.
True. True that. And you are dead. Ooh.
Kind of fun that we've got a Lancer and a Dragoon.
Here we go. Everyone is here. We can do more than just that one.
Yeah, just pull them all the way up to the door.
Oh. There we go.
No.
We don't need
This
those,
way.
do we?
Because if you go over there, it triggers an unseen mini-boss.
Right, that's what I thought. Like, we don't need those. Excuse me. Cutscene.
Tyrando's got it for the first time.
They skipped the cutscene. Like, that was a little too fast, I thought.
Yeah, it's pretty much just him roaring anyway.
Get out of the fire. Get out of the fire. Thank you, my friend. Ah. Burn.
What was that?
Come back over here.
Amber! Thank you so much for the follow. How are you? So Amber
Hello,
is
new follower.
Sarah, who raided us. It's her wifey.
Oh, hello.
Hey! And she's just joined our FC on Light. I'm good, thanks. I'm
Ooh.
good. How are you?
Ah! And they just left.
Oh, I was going to give the rando a accommodation, but
Same.
apparently they don't want
Just
it.
left. They don't care. Manderville dance.
You boogie.
Hee hee.
I need to get the all the dances for Lloydia.
I'm level 67 now.
Sweet. You can start doing MSQ on Paladin again.
I sure can. Let's see, 67, and my average item level is 274. I feel like I can do better than that.
Okay. I'm one follower away from 300. That's so exciting. You're my 299th, Amber.
Who in my Discord is not following Bex? Bex, Elsie. I just looked at the chat and I saw Bex.
Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Where are the others to talk to? Oh, all over the place. Okay, I thought they were all here.
Oh, Bree wants to level her Reaper. She wants to run dungeons.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can switch to actually, it's returned for him. I'll just switch character. So let me just edit my stream info.
Squadron leveled up.
Yep.
Woo!
Sweet. Well, helps if I spell your name right. There we go. Jada doesn't have an H in it.
No, but my mom tried it. Because apparently, my name comes from it's a like Hebrew male's name.
Hmm.
And it's spelled with an H. I'm gonna put them back into some more training before I do anything else, because we failed the last mission. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you still
And
get
y'all are out here making
XP,
me
so
mad.
you just don't get the bonuses for it.
Right? Like, y'all are out here making me look bad. Go train some more. I need to mend my gear.
Right.
Turn on the
Let's
kettle.
give you one last look at this cutie pie before we go. Look at him.
Bye, bun boy. Are you busting
So
out my wifey?
pretty. Alright.
Can't
Party,
mend.
leave, and then I'll log in as Soraya. No, not unending journey. Not right now. You don't see the voice channel? It should be right at the bottom.
Oh, look how cute he is up close.
I know, right?
Nobody hate me for saying this, but I'm kind of getting Michael Jackson vibes.
Really?
from like his 80s face. I think it's the nose.
Oh, I can't say I saw it when I was looking at him. Maybe it's just because it was so close up, that one.
Maybe, yeah, it was close in the angle. Oof. Repair all of my gear. Everything offhand.
See chat and Discord streams. Oh, it might be because it's locked. Go into either one of those and I can pull you down. I forgot I locked it not that long ago.
Alright, everything is good to go. I'll be right back. Let me turn on the kettle and take a restroom break.
Okay. There we go. That should work. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hooray!
Okay, yeah, I couldn't try to get in and
Yeah.
steal tank from data at the same time.
Yeah, no, I totally forgot that I totally forgot I'd made it private.
No, it's all good.
Alright, while we're waiting for Jada to come back, let's just do a couple of bits and bobs with my retainers.
Oh, it's all good. I'm gonna go do my beast tribes for that tank. I need to get back on those.
Yeah, do that. So
Okay, all right.
let's just get some of these bits and bobs out that I don't really need. Just clear everything out. Make more space. Ah! welcome in. How are you, lovely? Thank you for the resub.
Let's see, do I need to clear out my Kokomo battle? Yes, I do. I ain't got no space in there.
Yeah, I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick up a fourth retainer because I just have no space for anything.
Yeah, I bought one, but it problem is like my retainers are getting full now.
Mm-hmm.
I am a literal hoarder when it comes to the
Just
stuff
can't
in the
help
game.
yourselves.
You really can't.
Like, but I need
I think
all
I'm gonna
these
need
things.
everything. I wish they'd let you get like a second saddlebag or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay like a one-time fee for like extra storage, like
Definitely.
that you can carry.
All right, and let me... Oh, I've actually got 2.5 million, so let me put that in there, and then I'll withdraw.
I need to start crafting again, but the prices and stuff of
Mm-hmm.
everything is so like wishy-washy.
I like to have 10 grand in my pocket when I'm out and about, so that I don't spend too much. But I've also got money if I need to like teleport and shit. Oh, let me just
Right.
check that. When does the... Oh, no active actions. They've run out already, so let's execute that. Thought I had to a little bit later for that, but that's fine. And execute that.
When
And to
crafting,
my
I
loyal
get a little
tens, I
too
know,
lazy
right? Welcome to
sometimes.
FF. We are. If you want to join, feel free. Jada's just AFK for a moment, and Bree said she's going to join us, but while we're waiting for Bree, we've only got 3 people. If you wanted to join. Yeah, let me show you what Soraya's up to now. So you'll be able to see what I mean when like I'm focusing on her. So for tank, she's a 51 paladin, 51 warrior, 71 dark knight and 60 gunbreaker, 38 monk, 25 lancer, 60 ninja, 50 samurai, 77 reaper. Then healers, she's got
Golly.
85 white mage, 72 scholar, 72 astrologian, 74 sage. Ranged DPS, she's got 68 bard, 70 machinist, 74 dancer. And magical range DPS, she's got black mage 71, summoner 72, red mage 70, and blue mage 18. And then for the hand and land, she's a 67 carpenter, 65 blacksmith, 68 armourer, 67 goldsmith, 58 leather worker, 72 weaver, 49 alchemist, she's about to tip over to 50 actually, 45 culinarian, 65 miner, 68 botanist and 76 fisher. So I've been like working hard on her.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like I'm the opposite. I got all the, I got all my crafters like at 90, but like the actual like, you know, classes, like I just got my dragoon and I think a ninja might be 70, and I
Nice.
haven't really worked on it. I just need to start learning other stuff.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, hey. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So yeah, we're just waiting for Jada to get back. So there's another 2.5 million in the pot. So we've got 16.2 million saved up for our house. So hopefully we just need roughly another 3 million, and we've got another 3.5, 4 days to do it. So I think we'll manage it.
How much you need?
It's 19 point something, isn't it, for houses?
Are you trying to get
mediums?
are you trying medium? Yeah, they range from like 20 is the max, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Let me just. because I'd probably lose anyway. I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it as if we do manage to get it, great. If we don't manage to get it, if anyone does want their money back, or yeah, they can do, or they can just leave it in the pot for next time when the next lottery comes around.
Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, wait. Oh no, I don't want to do that. You said 3?
Yeah, 3 should take us up.
Um,
2
what dungeons are you running?
Pretty much anything. We were just going to do like roulette, see if anyone
The
wanted to
roulettes?
do Wondrous Tales. I've completed my Wondrous Tales. So, yeah.
I'm on
I'm
my second
obsessive.
Wondrous Tale.
What about Wondrous Tales, sorry?
I'm on my second one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the way I complete them, if I overlap them, I can finish one and then pick up a new one right away.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah, I usually, because we've been working, as you can see, we've been working quite hard on Soraya. And here's
I'm
Astrid.
back.
Hey! Anna's joined us.
All right.
Hi,
There's
Anna.
Astrid.
Hello.
Elsie,
Looking
Okay, Elsie, I
gorgeous.
put it in there.
Thank you so much.
Old
So we've hit our
school
target.
is
That's amazing. So we will definitely be trying for a medium in Ishgard, in the Imperium district. Fingers crossed we actually get one this time.
I don't even think I've been there. I kind of want to go check it out, but maybe I shouldn't go get my hopes up.
Add me to the group again, and we can go check it out.
Okay. I think
And we need
old
to
school,
add
you're
Anna
the
as
party
well.
leader.
Oh, I am? Oh,
Oh, are you party leader? Okay.
let's see. But I need to add. Well, can I put you to the party leader, Jada? 'Cause I don't think.
Yeah, you can.
How do I do that?
Are you on PC or
Old
PlayStation?
school.
PC.
Okay. On PC.
Circle.
Oh, what is it?
Circle and go to party members, and then click her name, and you can promote her to party leader.
Okay, let's see. Promote. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, and thank you. I will add Anna and Elsie.
There's a Rogue. Oh, no, it's not. It's a Hrothgar over there called Pikachu Grande. Hello.
Pikachu Grande. And there we go.
Yay.
Oh, Will is online.
Yeah, he didn't join the
Whoa,
party.
did you
but I
come
tried
over
to
here
send him
and
an
slice
invite.
us?
Ooh, Anna's gone through another change. Look how pretty.
Oh, that's Anna. I was like, this person just came over here and sliced us.
Oh, look at that staff. Which one's that? I mean, I can find out for myself, but I'm lazy.
It's
Ooh,
the
that is
Shadowbringer's relic weapon.
Oh, pretty. Let me just show
That
you
is
what
gorgeous.
I've been working on my White Mage relic weapon. And so far, it looks like this.
Oh, both of your weapons are gorgeous. Wow.
Been working hard for this one. Yeah,
I have
I'm
another
loving Anna's
one.
current look.
Where's
Two.
Where's my saddle? Do I have it in here?
Sorry, Anna. I'm like,
No.
somebody just sliced me.
I
And
do.
this is my absolutely
I do.
gorgeous. I mean, just look how beautiful she is in her red mage outfit. Chicken
Could
mage.
you not love that? Could you not love that?
Ooh,
Wow, look
pretty.
at that one.
I like that. Is that the animal weapon?
That is the Heaven Sword one.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, Lord. By the way, Elsie, she's okay.
Okay, good.
She's stable. That's why I had to step away to make sure.
All right. Did you want to chuck us in a dungeon?
What are you guys going as?
Well, if
I'll be.
I'm a Dragoon, a DPS.
Okay.
I'm flexible, so
Well, I really want to level my paladin, and also
right.
Anna. Like I had to switch back to keyboard and mouse, so I'm kind of slow. So please don't get mad if I'm like a loser tank. I'm still trying to learn this.
I like that dress.
I gotta level up my astrologer so I can bring them.
Okay. Any requests
I'm good.
for dungeon?
Just do the roulettes if that's probably the best way to level up.
All right. Healer in need.
I haven't played astrologer since Endwalker started, so I might be rusty with this one.
Oh, I've actually found I didn't used to like astrologer that much, and since the change, I like it quite a lot.
Oh, I like this dungeon. Inventory.
Get your food in your face.
And a sip of tea while I'm at it. Alright. Let's get it.
Yeah, no, I was in a dungeon a few days ago, and I went in as my chicken. We had a Lala as the healer, and they were running around as a Moogle. And the Dragoon was like, oh, I really like your outfits, both of you. So I had Sarai responded, quit, and the Moogle responded, oh.
I love when everyone's on the same page like that of silliness.
Right, if you can't be silly, where's the fun?
Oh wow, I haven't done this one in a while.
Fix my camera.
I love the music.
Gotta fix my settings again on PC.
I want to try that. How do y'all do that? Do y'all just like you have to buy the game again for like on PS5?
Yep,
Yeah.
all of the expansions and everything.
Ah.
Right.
In my opinion, it's not worth it because I find the game much better on mouse and keyboard and PC.
Yeah.
Because when you use a controller, you have to use you can't just easily click things to get where you need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on PC, but I suck at keyboard and mouse. But
It just takes time.
I do too. I'm
yeah.
I'm trying to learn because now that I'm back home, my mom is also a gamer, and basically she just got herself a free PS5.
Oh wow.
So that's why I had to get the game on PC, and I'm kind of having issues with my controller connection, so I'm trying to just learn how to be better at this.
Yeah, but I can see how it's definitely an advantage if you learn keyboard and mouse. I hate having to cycle through stuff to.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Get
played
my
on,
right accent,
because I've got a PC license as well. And although my computer can handle it, it does get very hot. But then if I'm doing something like streaming, it takes a lot of the, I mean, obviously we know that I've not got the best internet as it is, and I have to deal with that. But it just takes the extra pressure off the CPU if I stream it from the PlayStation. Also, if I'm just like chatting to someone or I'm watching a stream in the background, I can't do that if I'm playing it on PC.
PC, yeah. I find it's actually better looking. Look at old school pulling monsters.
You know what? It's just it's a bad habit. It is a terrible. It's just. So if I overstep my bounds, please just let me know. And don't take it personally.
Otherwise, it
No
won't just be kill Will, it'll
pulling.
be kill old school.
Kill old school. Oh, but Anna, I get what you're saying. I think graphically though, and like the loading times are way better on PS5 though. But I enjoy playing more on my PC.
What's going on, Smelly?
Like
There's someone outside.
pros and cons to them both.
We got. How did this mechanic end? Don't we have to do something with that?
Yeah,
thing?
we
I
have
forgot.
to hit the bombs. Generally, if there's a bunch of them together, an AoE will take care of all of them.
Okay. I remember it was. I just hadn't done this one in so long.
Ah, so I can't just hit the button.
Oh.
I didn't realize that I could do that. My keyboard, I've just been clicking, hurting my wrist this whole time.
Yeah, it's much quicker if you can do it that way. Because then if you get the rotation down, you get the muscle memory of it.
Right, I see now. Ew. Time to practice with friends.
I was trying to set it up. I have this mouse and it has like a gazillion buttons on it. And I wanted to like program it to the mouse, but it just felt so weird.
Yeah, I kind of want an MMO mouse, but I don't really need one at the moment, so I'm just going to hold on until I
Right.
actually need one. Because at the moment it's just like, oh, I want that. It's like, well, I don't really need it, so what's the point in spending money that I don't really have on it?
Right. I only spent like $29 on
Treat
it off
yourself.
Amazon.
That's why. Treat yourself.
Well, if my passport
yourself
actually
anything.
arrives in time, I'm going to be off to Italy in a month for my friend's wedding, so I still need to
Oh,
buy the...
right.
Because obviously we've said we're not buying the
Very
flights until
expensive.
we know that the passport's come through. The passport's going to cost me
Right.
at least £200 to get redone, because if it hasn't arrived by Monday, I'm going to go for the same day one, because they're saying that the backlog's got been even worse, so chances are it's not going to turn up anyway.
Oh.
Right.
And then of course I'm going to have to buy a bunch of outfits, because I don't fit into any of my clothes anymore.
That's always fun.
So yeah, I
Fitting
really
into clothes.
don't have money to be buying shit like MMO maps at the moment.
Keep telling my mom, like, after surgery, I'm gonna be on such a mission to lose, like, all this weight. I'll probably lose anyway, like, after op, but I've just been really like, fuck it. This extra bread, yep. Fuck it. More rice, yeah. Pastries, I don't care. But no more of that. Not gonna be able to eat anyway, like, for a while, besides, like, broth.
And it feels so strange that it's so close now, because obviously we've been talking about it for a while. I'm still like wrapping my
so
head around that
long.
it's this week.
Sure is.
Oh wow.
Friday. It's like Thursday, Friday, because Thursday I have to do some stuff in preparation of it.
There's
At home.
a mob on me. Can you pull him off of me?
I got him.
sent me a message. It's like, do you want tuna pasta or pizza tonight? And I was like, pizza. And I was just like, oh. Stupid question.
Like, what do you think?
Like, come on. Do I want original tuna pasta or do I want the pizza? I just want pizza.
Pizza. If I'm given a choice, it's gonna be the pizza every time.
No, it won't be just saying the other day. Like, as soon as someone mentions the word pizza, that's it. You want pizza.
Pizza.
I'm sure it'll be in a very, very good mood tonight because Palace beat Manchester United on the last day of the season, so we've got a lunch aggro over here.
I got him.
There he is.
I see it. It's just I'm not as fast on my controller or on my keyboard as I am my controller. So bear with me. See these fools.
After we kill this big guy, I'm gonna have you change one of your options that might actually help you adjust the keyboard much better.
Alright.
I had to shut off the
This
windows.
is really hard.
Smoky barbecue. Oh, I'm just letting you know. At least he stopped sneezing now. I'm sneezing afterwards for a little bit.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, never mind. Alright, so go to character configuration, hit escape.
Character configuration. Hit escape.
Just hit escape and go to character configuration.
Okay.
And then right at the very top, you'll see movement settings. Set it to legacy. And then your W, A, S, and D will act just like a controller joystick.
I have it on that already.
Oh, do you really?
Wait, legacy camera?
Movement settings.
Oh, the movement settings. Hold up.
Yes.
Movement settings. Yep. Legacy type camera base. Maintain camera distance. Activate standard type auto fly. Okay. Yeah, that's already on.
Oh, okay.
I'm just slow. I've never played keyboard and mouse before, ever. So I'm still figuring this out. I'm just slow. Doesn't feel like a controller though. Like I know that's the intention, but for me it doesn't really feel like that.
Basically, the W, A, S, and D gives you the full turnarounds like a joystick does.
It, like, if I'm hitting A right now, that's what happens, and then I have to right click to move the camera. Should it be doing that?
Yeah, so when I use my right click to move my camera, it just allows me, I don't know, I'm just so used to it, it allows me to have great control and movement on everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I think it's just been practice. I mean, you've only switched over a couple of days ago, so
yeah,
it's going to take time for you to get used to it.
Right. Flamethrower.
You should see me trying to run when I'm playing it on keyboard.
I mean, it's pretty, like, special.
Oh, that sucks.
It's pretty special how I can handle it very well, but I'm trying.
I mean, hopefully your controller will start playing ball again soon. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I did get like a better controller, and I talked to one of my friends who's kind of like a PC expert. He kind of said the same thing that I did. He's like, yeah, you really shouldn't buy cheap shit because in the long run, it's just not good for your system. I'm like, well, I always learn the hard way, so whatever. Too late for all that. But I did get a better keyboard, and it should be here like Tuesday. So hopefully that'll help calm everything down. God.
No chaos?
I mean, less chaos. It got better when I got a better microphone instead of like listening to YouTubers. Like, yeah, $20 on your whole setup, it'll be fine.
Yeah, for like
It'll be fine.
3 streams and then it'll break.
And then it'll all break and
Like
go to
my
hell.
microphone did.
Oh, crap.
Which is
Oh,
why
that's
I
not
use
good.
my
That's not good.
headset still.
That's not good.
Because I had a proper mic, it worked fine, and then it broke,
Okay.
and that was it. I'm like, do you know
Spend
what?
the
I'm
money.
just gonna use my headset. It seems to work. It's not ideal, but you know, my
Oh, you got
internet
that,
can't hand great quality stuff anyway, so.
You got that Hypercast one. That's the one I got. It's pretty
Yeah,
nice, though.
it's really good compared to the cheap piece of shit I had that kept making me sound like a robot. Yeah, you can spend $20 on your computer. It won't be good. Slowly but surely, the upgrades will be worth it, and shit won't break.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Until Coco comes along and goes, hey, I'm gonna break this.
Like, hey, I don't like this. Smack. Actually hasn't even touched my mouse since he broke the last one.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
He actually hasn't. This new one, which is Logitech, it works great. No problems. Wireless. Guess he doesn't like the color. I don't know. He's not touched it. Get old school.
I know.
Look at you. Look at you.
You didn't just Leroy.
I know, right? I love that video.
Yeah, that's well.
There's that one thing down there. It's too far from me
Yeah, I'm killing it.
to pull it.
Got it. We got it.
Okay.
We got you.
Arigato.
The hell? Oh. Prime example of my controller. But I was trying to hit my rotation and I had it on the wrong. It's like,
Oh, I do that all the time. Like, what the
Yeah, I
hell
know,
happened?
right?
Oh, I'm on the wrong level of health. Whoops.
right? Why are you just standing there taking all these AoEs?
It's alright, I run a massive butt. This is how you get decent booty in this game.
Chocobo
Press the
booty.
chocobo.
Chocobo booty.
Did it again.
Ah.
Alright. Oh.
Nearly there.
Nearly there.
I do not remember the mechanics of it.
We hit him first in the middle, then we go after the orange one, then we go after him again, then after the blue one, then after him again. When the Estrella comes down, we need to kill it, and then when the ground goes blue, we need to activate the thing that it drops and get under the bubble.
Okay. Okay, so follow you guys pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I say, people in their sort of first time running this, or they haven't run it in a while, often wipe, so don't worry if it happens when you know, when you do it.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah, we'll be alright. He's up.
Oh.
Understand.
Not me running and totally forgetting I've got a move that can back you out of the way of this character or anything. Excuse me. Hey.
It's funny not like when I used to first play this game, how I used to go online and like look up the dungeon before I even play it. So I wouldn't be that guy that killed got everybody killed.
Oh.
Under the bubble.
I was so used to Call of Duty, man. You know, Call of Duty, man. You get called all kind of names, man.
That's exactly why I don't play those sorts of games.
Yeah, it would drive me into probably a complete rage rampage.
I play them. I just play them solo. I don't play like team, unless I'm with like people I know.
And we go back to
Back on
Midgard,
Mini?
Daddy. Round.
That's what we go. Yeah, man.
Oh crap. So hard to run. Sorry. So fucking hard to run and do this. Still.
I'm gonna do it. Ah, keep him in the circle, keep him in the circle!
I'm trying.
Oh,
Sorry, I've got heavy on me, so I'm so freaking slow.
Yeah, same.
Just gonna drop off
Thank you, ma'am.
ah! There you go. I got out of there. This is like the longest heavy ever.
You're definitely testing my healing skills.
I'm trying. I already moved so slow as it is because I'm on the struggle bus with this keyboard. And back to MIDI.
Alright. Need him to die.
There
There
it
you
goes.
GG.
Most people wipe on that site first time in.
No. Phew.
He didn't wipe, and somehow it was still okay when I can't even barely walk in a straight line.
But now you've got your paladin high enough that we could do some MSQ again.
It's true, that's true. Now she can continue on. Finally.
Alright.
Just casually cracking my knuckles, that's all.
Okay, so I'm thinking I might raid out because Rob's home and we've got to get some dinner sorted, aka order some pizza. But I'm still going to be in chat if you guys want to continue. So let's go see who is on. I was hoping we'd get to 300 today, but we got close. Oh, let's go check out Jasmine because she is an absolute legend. I absolutely adore her. So here is the raid message if you are a follower. And this is the raid message if you are a sub. We're going to go spread the love to Jasmine because she's an absolute darling and she's a really nice girl. I've known her a long time and she deserves the love. She's playing Tomb Raider at the moment. She plays a lot of Sims. She plays a lot of Sims as well for those of you who are Sims.
No problem. Problem. No problem.
Raid.